Politics is a very interesting game. William Samoei Ruto and his party, UDA party, entered into some coalition agreement with Musalia Mudavadi's party, ANC party, and Ford Kenya of Moses Masika Wetangula. And just like I predicted, they are going to face one major test: zoning and nomination. As a matter of fact, all political parties, all major political parties, ODM and UDA, are facing serious headache when it comes to nominations. But William Ruto now added another headache: ANC party and zoning. And because in politics nothing happens out of mere coincidence, yesterday UDA party came out very strongly through their chairperson Johnson Muthama to deny any existence of a coalition agreement between UDA and ANC party. In fact, according to Muthama, they are just working as friends. Later on, he was forced to withdraw that particular statement and confirm that indeed there is an agreement. And today, Musalia Mudavadi was in Nairobi County for some political meetings there. And for the first time after the deal was made, Margaret Wanjiru and Johnson Sakaja shared platform. Remember, during ANC party's National Delegates Conference, Margaret Wanjiru was absent. And I opined on this platform that she was absent because Johnson Sakaja was going to carry the day on that particular day. So for the first time, Sakaja and Wanjiru shared a platform. And Sakaja was the master of ceremony. And he was controlling the microphone. And Johnson Sakaja gave Margaret Wanjiru time to speak. Very short time. And Margaret Wanjiru, being a politician and a bishop, decided that was not going to happen. So Margaret Wanjiru started speaking, and she spoke. And Sakaja had to take the microphone from her. And that's when hell broke loose. Now, from that particular incident, there is something which we are going to learn, because it's going to affect UDA, ANC party in general. So in this video today, I want us to go inside story based on what transpired in Nairobi between Sakaja and Wanjiru. But before we do that, if you are watching this channel for the first time, please, I want you to take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. I want us to be very brief. I want us to be very, very brief. 4 things are now clear. The first thing is that seemingly the agreement between UDA and ANC party is not between those two political parties. That arrangement is between the presidential candidate William Samoei Ruto and the chief minister Musalia Mudavadi. So UDA, ANC party don't have any agreement. The second thing is that politics is a game of numbers. And each political party wants the numbers for several reasons. One of them is the political party's funds. ANC party learned a lot from ODM because they supported Raila Odinga. They didn't get enough members of parliament, so they were getting this money at the mercy of ODM party. So which means this time Musalia Mudavadi would want a situation where he has majority, as in where his party can win as many political seats as possible to qualify for good amount of money, because through that political parties funds, they will be able to run their political parties affairs, which means Musalia Mudavadi's party, ANC party, will insist on zoning, and that zoning is what is going to give problems to UDA and ANC party. The third thing, which is also very clear, is that each of these political parties would want to appease their support base. William Ruto would want to appease or to please their support base. Like in Nairobi, they would want to please the Kikuyus. What are they going to give them? Are they going to give them the running mate, then give Nairobi to Musalia Mudavadi? Musalia Mudavadi would also want a situation where he controls Western Kenya and maybe Nairobi, because UDA cannot win Nairobi without ANC party. Then the fourth thing is democracy. William Ruto and Musalia Mudavadi have been preaching the gospel of democracy. They are going to face the real test of democracy. Are they going to allow Sakaja to have his way, to fulfill the agreement between ANC and UDA? Or are they going to allow Margaret Wanjiru to compete fairly against Sakaja? So in this video today, I want us to look into the details. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue. Thank you guys for your continued support, because without that support, the channel cannot be where it is. Please give this one thumbs up. Please drop your comments and share the videos. I want us to go straight to the point. What can we learn from today's incidents in which Margaret Wanjiru and Johnson Sakaja fought physically for the mic? 5 things. The first thing is the nomination headache for Ruto and UDA. I want to use the case of Kirinyaga, because it's a case we know. And already the women representative, who was the front runner, Purity Ngireshi, has decided now to go it alone as an independent. Assuming we had Minji Anne Waiguru versus Purity Ngireshi contesting for that seat during nominations, what would have been the outcome? Very complex. And it doesn't end there. In Kakamega, for example, we have Boni Alwale and we have Malala. During ANC Party's National Delegates Conference, Sakaja specifically stated that he's going to be the governor for Nairobi. Malala was going to be the governor for Kakamega. These are the people who drafted this coalition agreement. So Sakaja was just speaking what they had actually agreed to. So where will that place Boni Alwale? And that can explain why Boni Alwale had to go and look for fake ODM officials and meet them to endorse him. Basically, he was sending a message to the DP that if you play around, I can go to the ODM party. So the DP will not allow him. But what will be the options? Either it's going to be accepted back to the Senate, of which he would have even been the senator for Kakamega today if he had stuck with the Senate. But I think there is a nomination headache which is going to give William Ruto big political problems moving forward. Number 2 is the issue of ANC and UDA having preferred candidates. There's a talk in town about preferred list of candidates. That in place A, Ruto has a preference, like in Muranga. Even if you are to vie on that in that party, forget, there's Irungu Kangata. In Nakuru, if you are to vie there, forget. There is Kihika, Susan. If you are to go to Malindi to vie there, forget. There is Aisha Jumwa. In Kirinyaga, there's a preferred candidate. In Kiambu, the preferred candidate is actually none other than Ferdinand Waitito, and that's why Wanjiru had to leave. Musalia Mudavadi also has his preferred candidates. So how are they going to deal with the issue of preferred candidates? Already in central Kenya, because of perceived preferred candidates, aspirants are actually avoiding UDA party. That's number 2. The third thing we must learn is the allegiance. Will it reach a point where Malala or Sakaja and their allegiance will be to the deputy president as the leader and not to Musalia Mudavadi? Or will they be aligned fully to Musalia Mudavadi? Those are the questions. Because without allegiance, it's going to be very difficult. Ruto will want to have a team whose allegiance is directly to him. Mudavadi would want to have a team whose allegiance is directly to him. The challenge with that is that we are going to have two sets of people supporting a cause, but their allegiance is different. And at any given time, political wars might erupt. Number 4 is the tribal arithmetics, especially for Nairobi. You know, in Nairobi politics, it's normally very interesting. Kikuyus versus the rest. This time around, I see a case where Kikuyus are going to be split, some UDA, some ODM. And ODM are now going to support a candidate there who is a Kikuyu. So which means for Ruto to succeed, he must get someone from the Luhya nation as the candidate. And that's where Sakaja comes in. Then he will hope that because he enjoys support of the Kikuyus, then those Kikuyus in Nairobi will not vote for their man, then they'll vote for Sakaja and win. Or if ODM is going to produce a Kikuyu, he can also produce a Kikuyu. Let's say Margaret Wanjiru. Because ODM, I can foresee a case where Gatia is already the candidate. So they can agree. But let us wait and see how that's going to happen. But if you have a Kikuyu candidate and a Kikuyu candidate, it means you'll have to convince lawyers and give them reason why they should support your candidate. And lastly, the talk of blue-eyed boys. People who are preferred. Malala, Murkomen, Kangata, Ndindi Nyoro. Musalia Mudavadi has his preferred people, blue-eyed boys. Ruto has his. What will happen in situations where their interests are not going to converge? Like, for example, Nairobi gubernatorial seat, their interests are not converging. What happens? I want you to get me the answer to that. But I strongly believe that the fight between Sakaja and Wanjiru is just an example of what we should expect moving forward in August. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.